Hey guys, what's going on? This is Otis here, and this is some PC gameplay that I ended up getting this weekend with some subscribers. The whole squad and a few other people on the team were subscribers, and so I had a real quick run here with a random guy. I ended up getting like one kill, and then we ended up getting shot out right away. Then I had a subscriber fly for me after that, and we got like 6 kills in a row, or at least I did gun, and I should have had more. It's definitely something I have to get used to. Getting that target acquisition on stuff in the PC, because it's just I'm still not used to it. It's a lot easier to see people, but it's something I definitely have to work on. I finally got my first road kill too as the pilot, so that was pretty fun to get. But basically what I wanted to end up talking about today is game developers need to start doing different patches for different platforms. And the perfect example would be for Battlefield 3 with the helicopter changes that just recently happened. Now, their changes aren't too bad for the helicopters on the PC, and that's just because a lot of people don't use Stingers, they don't use or Iglas too, Stinger/Iglas, and then it's just because there's not really that many things to shoot at. You have your planes, but typically most pilots are not going to be able to even get a shot off with your Stinger or your Igla, so that's kind of useless and pointless for most people to run around. You'll probably see with all your engineers only about maybe like 1 or 2 people in the whole entire game, if it's full, running around with Stingers and Iglas, because they're just not that useful in the PC when you have 32 people on each side. And another thing too, you have more tanks, you have more jeeps, and so you're going to need more rocket launchers than you are with the Stingers and the Iglas, and you're going to be definitely handicapped. And so when you go and you look at the consoles with the change they did with the attack helicopter, it's 12 on 12, and so if you even have one person with a Stinger and Igla, they can easily take down the helicopter. But when it's on the PC, you've got so many other people shooting at them. There's just so much more things going on that it's just so much harder to take a helicopter out, even with the new changes for the Stinger and the Igla. And this is just a prime example of, they should have definitely, I could understand the changes for the PC doing it how they did, but not for the consoles. They definitely should have toned the changes down a little bit, and they should do, console specific patches and PC specific patches too. And I haven't really had too much of experience, at least saying, what would be better on the or what would be better on the PC compared to the consoles. But the helicopter is just the prime example. And I mean, the helicopter is still, it's still a viable option on the consoles. I mean, don't get me wrong. You do have to be very cautious. You have to just do little quick strafing runs. You got to fly in, get a few rounds off, maybe get 1 or 2 kills, and then you have to try to get low and try to fly away. But if you have 2 or more people using Stingers and Iglas and they're positioned anywhere away from each other, they're going to kill you. But on the PC, it's just so much harder. There's so many more objects to get in the way for lock-ons. You have the anti-air too for the PC, so even if they are a little bit further away, or if they get close to the spawn and stuff, the anti-air could easily take out the helicopter. You don't have that in the consoles, and so you're going to have more people using the Stingers, the Iglas, just because there's less tanks, so you're going to need less rocket launchers, there's less jeeps, and there's just less situations where you would need an RPG, and so you might have one or 2 extra people just using a Stinger and Igla. I know what I usually do when I'm an engineer on the consoles. I always have a Stinger and Igla, just because it's almost makes no sense for me to have a Javelin or an RPG, just because everyone else in the team usually there'll be at least 2 or 3 other people using the Javelin and the RPG, and so it just makes absolutely no sense to run around with the with those when you need Stingers and stuff. So I know that's just something that I wish they would hopefully do. I mean, it would definitely be a lot better for the games. And I could see the point too, where definitely the cost comes in too, because maybe you'd have to have 2 different teams doing the patches and looking at what would be good for the consoles, what would be good for the PCs. But it's, I definitely, with their server side updates, which Battlefield should have been doing from the beginning. Maybe they didn't have enough experience though to put those through and stuff. I like how they're doing that in Armored Kill now. I don't know how feasible it would be to do it for like only for the consoles, only for the PC. I mean, I'm sure it would probably cost a little bit more, but I could see it happening, especially now for the bigger titles, at least, where they're able to do the console only patches, or PC only patches, or changements, adjustments, whatever you want to call them. But that's just my little thing for today. First of all, I want to thank everyone too. Last week I ended up hitting 1,000 subscribers, and so everyone who's supported me, subscribed, and everything, thank you, because I know you guys have a lot of options to watch videos, and I just really it's nice to know that you click and watch my videos. That was a little close. I thought we were going to crash into the rock. I completely forgot about that moment until right now. So that was pretty good. And here's a prime example too. The anti-air vehicles locking onto us with the PC. No one's locking on with the Stingers and the Iglas. And if one person was around, they wouldn't really be able to use the Stinger or the Igla there because we're almost spawn trapping them towards the front. They do have some points captured. But all the tanks would take out all the people with the Stingers and Iglas, and the AA could easily take out the helicopter. I forget. We actually ended up getting taken out by an RPG even in about like 30 seconds here. We were being a little too slow to the ground, low to the ground, which it happens. I mean, there's times where you should be hit with an RPG a lot sooner. We probably should have been hit by an RPG a lot sooner when we were flying and stuff. But I definitely want to get better with the helicopter on the PC. What I've been doing too is I've been doing the co-op mission to get a little bit better and just jumping in and just seeing how long I can last too. One thing too that's pretty nice is it's for the PC at least. All the vehicles are pretty much almost on instant spawns, which helps too to learn and stuff. And there was the RPG there. I didn't even see the guy on the roof earlier, so I don't know if he was climbing up when we were going to the side. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.
Or at least shut down.